frankly, bro, not only do we have algorithm prostitutes, we have dawah pimps. Sorry for the language, but I'm not here to make people happy. Yeah? You talk about Umar ibn Abdul Aziz radiallahu an, you talk about Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu an, and where is it in your organization? Where is it? You're Machiavellian. Ibn Hazm, one of the famous scholars of Islam, he made a very interesting point about jihad, struggle. And he said there are three types of jihad. You have the physical jihad, you have the intellectual or the dawah jihad, jihadan kabira, chapter 24 verse 52, using the arguments of the Quran. And you have another one which we don't really speak about, strategic thinking in times of danger. So we speak about the first one and the third one that I mentioned, but this one we hardly speak about. And Ibn Hazm analyzes the life of the Prophet ﷺ, and he says the majority of the type of struggle or jihad of the Prophet ﷺ was based on what? It was based on Quranic dawah, jihad and kibira, the great striving, the intellectual jihad if you like, or using the arguments of the Quran. And the other one was strategic thinking in times of danger. He didn't say like, one is better than the other or something from that perspective, from what I remember. But the point is, these were the ones that he emphasized. Because we know this because many of the battles the Prophet actually outsourced, like in a way that the other Sahaba were dealing with it. He didn't engage with it himself. The majority of the time was strategic thinking in times of danger and Quranic dawah. This doesn't belittle the physical jihad, of course not. Yeah, it has a high value, and we know all the hadith and the virtues and so on and so forth. But the point here is there's a lacuna, a gap in our thinking about the concept of struggle, the concept of jihad and our dawah, that we lack a strategy. Where is the collective strategy for our online dawah, bro? It's just reactionary a lot. Where is the strategy for our dawah globally, right?
Yeah.
And this is something this is maybe outside of my, what they say, pay grade. We need to get together with ulama and thinkers and sit together and think, what is the strategy for the online dawah? What is the strategy for the global dawah, especially in the West? And we need to think this through carefully. And the reason we haven't done it is because we lack an Allah-centric, Akhirah-centric mindset. And I mention this all the time. Frankly, bro, not only do we have algorithm prostitutes, we have dawah pimps. Now, what does this mean? Sorry for the language, but I'm not here to make people happy, yeah? And I use this language deliberately because it will stick, yeah? So the algorithm prostitutes prostitute themselves to the algorithm in order to get likes, shares for an un-Islamic purpose, right? And they maybe sprinkle an Islamic purpose here and there, but it's mixed with other issues like fame and wealth, or just pushing my narrative and so on and so forth. And the dawah pimps are what? Are organizations, masajid, that only invite famous people just because they're famous, not because they have substance. Yeah. I was in a mosque in England. I think they will never invite me again. Who knows? But I was like, we have masajid, and I think I've mentioned that mosque as well. I'm like that. I want to be authentic. I don't want to have any undeclared negative intentions. I said, we have masajid, mosques that basically invite someone just because they're popular, not because of their characteristics, their righteousness, or their ilm, their knowledge, or even their hikmah, their wisdom. To the degree that if you ask the board members that invited them, and you said, would you allow your daughter to marry him, or would you want your son to be like him, they would say categorical no. This, with all due respect, sorry to say, this is dawah pimping. Wallahi. You think you're going to have longevity? Right? You think that's what longevity is having all the likes and the money and the growing of the masajid and all of this stuff in your lifetime? I'm not in it for my lifetime. I want in the grave sadaqah jariyah, yeah? If you have that, you can't see beyond your nose kind of understanding of success, then you've misunderstood success totally.
Yes.
Success is in the akhirah. The greatest triumph is that we are shielded from the nar and we go to Jannah. Not this kind of capitalistic, following the manhaj of Elon Musk, following the methodology of, what's his name, of Bill Gates. What happened to the way of the Sahaba and the way of, wallahi, and this is, the Salafi duat as well. Yeah, they know nonsense of stilts. I know, I've been in leadership positions, bro. I managed a global organization. We took it to 6 continents, alhamdulillah. Managed another global organization. I know the sector. And there was a time when I was looking above me and I was thinking, there's no one that can spiritually inspire me. Because no one follows principle. You talk about, Umar ibn Abdul Aziz radiallahu an, you talk about Umar ibn al-Khattab radiallahu an, and where is it in your organization? Where is it? You're Machiavellian. That you conflate the vision with your organization. No, the vision should be lofty and it should be Allah-centric, Akhirah-centric, and the vision is always bigger than the organization, and the organization is always bigger than the individual.